This is what they want you to think the continent of Africa looks like. But this is what it's really like.
Damn. Yo, Kelis Milkshakes has took her a long way with her fine self. Look at her, just aging so juicifully. But these days, Kelis has been on a whole different journey living her life. Now this is what I call the soft life. Freedom, plenty of land to build off of, enjoying the natural resources. She's figured it out in the second half of her life. Kelis has moved her whole family to Kenya and has been living there full time for the past year and a half. And so far, she's loving it. She's been farming, has acres of land with animals on it, and has plans on building a resort on the land she bought, which makes total sense. Cause I'm Liberian, a country from west side of Africa, and a lot of my family are doing this same exact business model, which is buying land and flipping it into resorts and such, which is becoming very, very common these days in Africa, as they are trying to modernize it and bring more tourists. So I 100% see her vision, and it's gonna pay off big time. On her Earn Your Leisure episode, she breaks all this down, and you can hear how passionate she is while talking about it, as she has learned and soaked up so much information and explains in details of her journey moving to Kenya.
It seems so far-fetched, like I can't just pick up my whole life and just go. I've got kids, I've got school, like all this stuff. Then it came into like, well, now I gotta bring my kids, right? Because we don't know how long we're gonna be gone for. We figured a month at first. And I was like, well, I need a nanny, because I have my nanny. Then I was like, well, let's just bring my mom. Then as my mom's gonna go crazy, I need to bring my auntie. So then I brought my mom and my auntie so they could stay with the kids. And then me and my sister were gonna travel around. I was like, yo, well, we need to film this. It became this whole, and there was just this whole thing, and ended up being what was a month. We packed for a month. My staff at home, I was like, this is a month, I'll be back. I'll rent a house in Zanzibar, that way I know my kids will be happy, they'll be at the beach, my mom and my auntie will be fine. Post them up there, and then that way I can start to travel. So that's where we started. So they spent like my family spent like the first month really in Zanzibar. And then as I started traveling around, it was just, I was like, well, I need to bring them too. I was like, and then we got to Kenya, I was like, Kenya's got something. I was like, so then after a month, like month and a half, I brought them here to Kenya. And then I kept traveling around. So that's really, and then the next thing you know, it was like 6 months later. And I was like, well, I'm here, I need a place. Like, I'm spending all this money, renting stuff, and I was like, this is dumb. So then that's how it really just like, I ended up here. It was never like the grand plan, it just sort of like.
Cause when I started seeing her in Africa all the time, I thought she was just visiting. But nope, her mom, her aunt, her kids, sister, and many more of her family are living and enjoying Kenya to the fullest. Besides her farm and property she plans on building, she's also associated with Feed the People, which honors the Black Panthers free breakfast program by donating a percentage of every item sold to feeding the children in Africa. So every merchandise and shirts they sell, a portion of that goes to feeding all these beautiful kids. Man, that's a blessing. Kelis is out here doing the Lord's work and looking sexy as hell in the process. I mean, look at her. Her milkshakes are overflowing, but it's good to see her still looking beautiful as ever. And since being in Kenya, she has also ventured into other businesses like her skincare collection called Bounty in Full, which helps to rejuvenate your skin. You can see how she's looking. She also came out with a children's book called 7 Wonders of Africa, which details the beauties she has seen since traveling all over the continent into a digestible kids book, so they can also experience what she has been seeing. Yo, Kelis is putting in the work in the motherland, and it's beautiful to see. But she's one of the ones helping to push the message about investing in Africa and how beautiful it is, as many celebrities are now going to Africa for various of reasons. Ja Rule has invested and opened a school in Ghana to help with the overcrowding of classrooms and better facilities. Ludacris, whose wife is from Gabon, has now gotten his dual citizenship there and plans to build property and businesses among other things. Meek Mill has expressed interest in getting property in Ghana. It's been rumored by Dave Chapelle that Jay-Z has a house in Ghana, along with many other celebrities now tracing back their heritage and wanting to invest in the motherland, which will help Africa to get richer as a continent, because the American celebrity spotlight that they're giving the country will go a long way. So it's beautiful to see, as Kelis is one of the first ones that's jumped in and committed 100% to moving her family to Kenya while maintaining her farm in Kenya and California, and also planning on building resorts. I can't wait till it's all done. It's gonna look beautiful. But yeah, man, props to Kelis for this. This is super dope and inspirational. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.
When I bought my farm in California, everybody thought I was crazy, and then COVID hit. And now I'm out here and I'm in Africa and I'm farming and I'm living and I'm growing businesses, and people probably think I'm crazy, but I guarantee you guys, this is the most beautiful, and quite frankly, it's the best decision I've made. I'm a pioneer. This is what I do. I'm here. I'm loving it. And just keep